Hi everyone, Dean here from the Engineering and Design Services team with another Protocase Designer Pro tip. This tip's about the Transfer to New Enclosure feature. I'm going to explain what this feature is, provide some examples of times this feature is truly handy, and show you how to use this feature with tricks that will get you using it like a pro. The Transfer to New Enclosure feature is just what it sounds like. It allows you to take a design you're working on and transfer all features, cutouts, graphics, and hardware you've placed to another enclosure in order to save you loads of time. This is a great feature for when you want a few different versions of a design you have created, a U-shape and an L-shape for example, or if you realize you should have gone with another enclosure style halfway through a design. Instead of starting from scratch, you can easily take what you've done so far, even if it's a completed design, and quickly move everything over to another case. Take my example enclosure here. This is a 5-sided enclosure with a great deal of features and graphics already designed. After thinking about the assembly of my design, as well as maintenance and functionality, I decided a U-shape may have been a better choice. Unfortunately for me, I'm pretty busy, and I'm not going to have time to start this design all over again. But I would like to have prototypes of both to test out. This is where the Transfer to New Enclosure feature is going to really help me out. You'll find this feature right up top from the main toolbar next to Template Properties. I'll click on the Transfer button here, and you'll see that it opens up the Choose New Template window. Here I'll select the options for a U-shape enclosure. As you can see, it keeps the metal type, dimensions, and finish that I had previously selected to make this as quick and easy as possible. For my example, I'll leave these as is, but you can easily change them if you wish. I'll select Next, and here you'll see a window pop up that allows you to select which face of your current enclosure will transfer to which face on the new enclosure style. For now, I'm going to leave these the same. However, this screen can be a handy thing for some use cases you may not have thought of, that I'll come back to. As you can see, here's my finished design on a U-shape enclosure. Good to go in a matter of seconds. I can now save this updated version if I want to continue working on it, or submit it for quote by hitting the Instant Quote button on the top right of the main toolbar found here. What you may not have considered about this feature is some other ways it can save you a ton of time. For example, who says you need to change to a new enclosure type? After looking more into my design, I've decided that the right and left side should be swapped in order to prevent some internal interference between components. I could redo both these faces, but there's a quicker way using the transfer feature. Here's a great instance of how Transfer to New Enclosure can really save you time. I'm going to use the same directions as before, and instead of selecting a new template type, I'm going to choose U-shape once again. Here's my face selection window. I'm going to choose right side, transfer to left side, and vice versa for the left. I click OK, and everything is now as I need it for my design, as painless and simple as can be. You can do this with any face on the enclosure. Move bottom cutouts to the front, top to the rear, whatever you need. Thank you for watching this week's video. If you have any questions, email info@protocase.com. Please make sure to subscribe and click the thumbs up below. If you have any examples of videos you'd like to see, please leave a comment. See you next time for another Designer Pro tip.